I had a pretty disappointing week this week. I didn't get into the Chicago Marathon via the lottery.
Come on in, come on up, come on over for the merriest time of year.
Let's talk about it. I honestly thought that my lottery luck was impenetrable. I never get into London, so I'm not counting that. But I've gotten into the New York City Marathon twice via the lottery, and this year when I ran it, I decided not to use the lottery avenue just because I felt like maybe my lottery luck had worn off. But then earlier this month, I was drawn to run the New York City Half. And I thought, okay, great. So I'm going to run the New York City Half. I put my name in for Berlin thinking that, it wasn't going to happen. And I got into Berlin for next year, which I am not doing. That's not happening next year. We're going to push pause on that one, and we are going to dial it back. So what am I doing about Chicago? Chicago, I am actually going to fundraise, which I said I wasn't going to do for a couple of years, but I decided that I'm going to fundraise for the American Cancer Society and see how that goes. I have an $1,800 fundraising goal to be able to buy a bib. So there are two different fundraising goals. The first one is, I think it's $1,750, and you get guaranteed non-complimentary entry. And then there's a $2,500 goal that basically will get you complimentary entry. I decided not to do that. My mom had cancer at the beginning of COVID. She was diagnosed with cancer, and she went through treatment during COVID, and the stress of having a global pandemic going around, infecting and killing older people, especially. I mean, some young people did die too, but having it killing older people who had pre-existing conditions, and then having my mom go through chemo and radiation, that was really tough. So I decided that the American Cancer Society was the first one that I was going to look into. I have raised money for Team Fox for Parkinson's, and I love Team Fox. Don't get me wrong. My grandmother had Parkinson's disease and ultimately succumbed to, we're not sure if it was old age or Parkinson's. She was 92, I think, when she died, 91. So she definitely lived a long life. But my mom, when she was diagnosed with cancer, it was just awful for the entire family, and we were so scared, and we just wanted to bubble wrap her. Derek and I spent the entire pandemic bringing my mom and dad groceries because we didn't want them going out into public more than they could with my mom's immune system being down because of the chemo. So I'm raising money for ACS. So that is my marathon plan for the spring. My spring plans are to do the New York City Half. I obviously have the Dopey Challenge coming up in January, and then I don't know. I think that I'm going to strength train a lot more, try to get into the gym to strength train maybe 2 times a week, once with my trainer and then once on my own, and follow a plan that he's going to give me. And I don't know. I'm in the lottery for the Cherry Blossom 10 miler, but we'll see if I get into that. I put my name in for the challenge because if you know me in person or you know anything about me, you follow me on Instagram, I'm a sucker for a good challenge. So I am hopefully going to do the 5K and the 10 miler. One of those two is going to be my goal race. I'm not sure which one, so I'll just have to wait and see if I get into Cherry Blossom and then figure it out from there. But I really want to get faster, and I'm going to put it out here. I would love to lose the weight that I gained over the last almost 3 years of pandemic and working from home. So I'm going to try to keep the run streak going as long as I can. I might take a little bit of a pause between New Year's and the beginning of the Dopey Challenge just so I can give my legs a rest so I am nice and fresh for Dopey. But we will see how I am feeling come January 1st. But yeah, that is my goal for 2023, is to try to lose probably, 20, 30 pounds, and also try to get faster at my half marathon. So maybe I can get a proof of time for the next time I decide to do Disney. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to sign up for Dopey Challenge again in 2024. That is a TBD, but I definitely am going to be signing up for Wine and Dine if I get in. Really would like to do Wine and Dine. I have signed up for it once. It's usually the same weekend as the New York City Marathon. So the couple of times I've done the New York City Marathon, I haven't been able to sign up. And then last year, unfortunately, I got COVID before the race, so I had to pull out at the last minute, which kind of sucked. But we are going on a cruise the following week after Wine and Dine, so I figure why not just go down and run a half marathon before we head out on a Disney cruise. So anyway, those are my plans. I'm pretty excited about them, and let me know if you are going to be in any of those places. I'd love to say hello. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like this from me, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you're notified every time I post a video on this channel. I will see you guys later. Bye.